Howdy everybody. We're here in the middle of the January 2026 blizzard, and I figured I'd just take us all on a garden walk. I kinda already did a January garden walk, but I can't see harm in doing another. It's not like we get winter like this often. Here we can see where the kitties roam. Seems like they've got a couple piles that they rest in. They cross over that big earth mound over here. Like there were some birds eating seeds off some of the plants and weeds. But the kitties march around. They go traveling. More bird tracks inside that box. You can see where there's more and less foot traffic of the cats. They usually drink out of this pond, but of course we've kept fresh water coming for them as much as we can. Yeah, it looks like they may have dug down to ice, but there's not much to drink right now. But they've been walking all over the orchard. There's my double jewel peach. In there, there's my compost tea bucket. Yeah, I don't know if it was a cat or a person that walked through here. Based on footprints, it looks like it was a person. For distance, lots of bird tracks around here. Around here somewhere is my cactuses. The cold hardy cactuses. I think I stood on them actually. They're cold hardy underneath the snow. Two of my my hybrid plants. Yeah, I could go through the whole orchard and show you guys that, but I don't think there's a whole lot to see out there. I think it's going to be way less pretty than out here. Here's where I did that cover crop. You can see those 3 trees are my hazel trees. I'm planning to get a great deal more hazel trees. Now we're going to start going this way. Again, lots of kitty tracks. They live in the barn. We've given them lots of nice warm places in there. Again, these are wild cats. These are not cuddly kitties that we could easily bring inside. These cats want nothing to do with us. But here's one of their main travels. You can see, maybe you can see, there's a thin line. One of them walked this way once, but it got covered in snow. One of them walked in and out this way a couple times, and then right there, looks like they've been hanging out in that brush where there's a little more cover. And they mostly hang out close to their shelter. And then there's some more sporadic pathways. It's pretty cool to be able to watch where the kitties have been walking. Looks like they come around here, just kind of, yep, I'm guessing they were playing here. There's a lot of traffic. Looks like they walked out, made a circle around, then went back out that way. Yeah, here's the trellis where I grow my hopness. That's a cold hardy pecan tree. Not pecan, that's a cold hardy almond tree. The cold hardy pecans are over there. Here's some of that tree that I had fall down that I've been working on turning into a brush pile. Wild plums. And one kitty track just determined to go straight through there. Another set of tracks gone this way. Has split off throughout the orchard. Gone in a couple directions. We might catch up with that. But here we have another one. Looks like this path was only used once, because it's filled back in with snow pretty extensively. Whew. It's quite cold. But it's absolutely beautiful, so I'm not going to complain that much. But wow, that kitty was determined to go on a journey. That or they were determined to get home and out of the cold. Don't know where they started from. Now here's one of my, what's this thing called? Thornless honey locust. Growing just fine. Can't wait to get pods off of it because it's supposed to be an improved variety. Again, everywhere that I've got these taller weeds, the birds are active, so I'm sure there's seeds for them to eat. Over here's where a bunch of kitty tracks come out of that area. Some of them go straight to the fence, some of them walked over this way. But my wheelbarrow from the last trees I planted. Yep. Big, beautiful open area. The snow's not too bad, in my opinion, here. I've seen some other places where there were drifts that got real deep. But right here, I'd say the snow's at most 8 inches. I should probably talk about some of the benefits of snow instead of just rambling about the cats. Though I like the cats a lot. So snow, from a farmer's perspective, is a great thing. Look at how that has been swept out. As the wind has blown that plant back and forth, it swept it like a broom. Anyhow, so the snow carries nutrients even better than rain. I've talked before about how big heavy rain events, especially with thunder, wow, I'm hitting a drift. But big heavy rain events, especially, during the summer with lightning, those big rain events wash down a lot of nutrients and into the soil. Snow is even better. Snow is like spongy. As the snow falls, it scrubs all those good nutrients out of the air. Fortunately, scrubs a lot of toxins too, but that's unavoidable. But the snow scrubs all that really good nutrients straight down out of the atmosphere onto the ground. As the snow melts, all of these trees that I've planted, all of these chestnut trees, should have a really great year to grow. I mean, some of them grew this big in year 1. It might be crazy how big this guy grows in year 2. I planted it about that tall. All that in year 1, theoretically it could double in size. I'd be shocked if any of them aren't over the tree tube, the tree shield, by next year. It is going to be a lot of really good fertilizer for the soil. Out here, the wind back there was after the dog fence and was very smooth. Here it's been windswept a lot more. It's got a lot of really interesting texture. Some kind of critter tracks here. I'm thinking they're rabbit. It's a rabbit hopping along. But I'll keep moving this way. Absolutely beautiful. Of course, the snow also insulates the ground. It's part of why, as much as possible, I'm actually not stepping close to any of my trees. Because once you've smushed down the snow, the cold can actually penetrate a lot deeper into the soil. The ground's definitely cold, but it's a different kind of cold. Oh, I have to set you guys down for a moment while I fix this tree up. In the snow you go. Oh. All right. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Oh man, major fog up though. Let's see if I can wipe you off. No? Nope. Okay, the fog might just be permanent. Might have to cut it off. But yeah, it's beautiful out. But everywhere that you've packed the snow around, the cold is going to reach the soil a lot harder, a lot more intensely. So I try not to walk too close. In fact, it honestly wouldn't hurt most of the trees to kick snow around them. Gives them some extra insulation. But yeah, since I already screwed up my camera, I'll see you guys in the next video as soon as I can. Goodbye, everybody.